yap counter is at 3 according to chat.
What order even the
They're
yabs?
keeping
what are you
track?
talking about? I have seen zero yabs.
I don't even know what her yab is, but apparently it's at 3.
Lumi, you've said retard like 10 times this stream. Your yabs are more than 3.
That's not even a yab. Retard.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Is this a hate crime?
I mean, I don't think retard is a slur, but there's a lot of retards who do.
I don't think this is even fair of me to call this a yab.
Oh my god.
Wait, if we...
Broke his head.
If we're taking care of Kelvin, do we get the retard pass? Because he is one.
This is completely unfair that this is not me being the yab.
When you're a mother of an autistic child and you get to claim autism?
Yeah, exactly.
Pippa's our father. We're autistic
It's
children.
okay. We're literally all on Twitch right now. Sakura's not gonna watch the stream.
Yeah. Sakura never watches Twitch streams.
I know.
Hello, chat. I had no better video to start this with. Because, you know, one person saying the word, saying retard, is always gonna be overshadowed by 4 girls saying retard of Face Connect. And no one's gonna bat an eye. Because the people that are outraged about this don't watch them. And I'm glad that they don't. Because otherwise they would make us think about it. But as we all know, Face Connect isn't one of these places that would care about. And none of these girls would care. I doubt it. I doubt it that anything would happen to them. Let me get some music up before we start. Because today is gonna be very annoying. Like, we're gonna be reading through some really, really annoying posts by people on Twitter. It's gonna get mind-bogglingly stupid, so get ready for that. I already feel annoyed. By having done research on this, and by research I mean looking through Twitter for a bit, I got a headache, and I usually do when the stupid is so overwhelming that I had to just go outside and get some fresh air because it's just starting to affect me. There's so many people that have decided to do the unmanageable, which is just starting a drama over nothing. Because to me, this is a nothing drama. This shouldn't have been anything, like, whatsoever. This shouldn't have even existed, but instead we got how many of them? Like hundreds of weird V-tweeters going after Veibae and later on going after both Silverveil and Nyanners as well for defending Veibae for saying see you later retards to her own audience on her VTUBER stream. But again, we'll get into all of that because I can imagine that there will be some people in the audience that aren't aware of the timeline of this, and the timeline is actually pretty simple as far as that's concerned. So let me give you the rundown real quick before we get into the meat of this thing. So Veibae, former VTuber talent, had a redebut as a mythic talent. And the stream went pretty well. I think she scored like the highest CCV she had during the stream was like over 21,000, which is really, really good, as you can imagine. I'm not sure if this was her highest, but I imagine it would be one of her highest, if not the highest concurrent viewer numbers that she had on this one. And at the end of the stream, she wanted to use... she wanted to basically jokingly insult her audience, but didn't know if she was allowed to call them virgins on Twitch, because, you know, Twitch has certain language policies and they can bonk you for that. So instead she decided just call them retards, just said see you later retards, and just went from there. Let's actually watch that clip.
Can you also say virgin on Twitch? I don't know. I feel like virgin is banned, but retard is not, so see you later, retards. Peace out. I'm stuck. Peace out.
You see, that was it. That was the whole thing that started it all. Like, it's such a simple thing. yet it still happened. Like, people got outraged over this one thing. And it's so ridiculous that they did. And some of you in the chat have been asking beforehand and asking me on Twitter as well. Like, why right now? Veibae was known for that kind of edgier side of content for a long time, but nothing really came out of it. Well, kinda. It kinda did, kinda didn't. Because, like, sometime, maybe a year ago, maybe 2 years ago at this point, I think, she had an asset that basically said, please be patient, I'm rhubarbed, instead of retarded. You know, one of these silly, like, autism awareness hats, just like a parody of it. And there was one particular VTuber that some of you may probably know, as Raycan, that decided to make us think about it, but no one gave a fuck at that point. Like, there were a few people that started to basically attach themselves to that, wanted to start some shit with her, but essentially no one fucking cared. The situation right now is kind of different though, because again, Veibae, Silver, and Nyanners left the shoujo almost at the same time. And a re-debut of such big figures is a big thing. So this time around, they had many more eyes on them. And as you may suspect, in the audience, there were some people that would get offended at that sort of thing. Would get offended at the word retard. Doesn't matter the context of it. They just want to be outraged because that's how woke people work on Twitter nowadays. Just invent problems, even if some of these problems don't actually necessarily affect them, or they just pretend they affect them. But in essence, this is just like a tool of control. They want people to basically walk lockstep with them and make sure that they don't step out of line. It's just, again, once more, another tool of control that they can exhibit over people, and they can lord over them with that kind of thing. But yeah, this time around, it didn't work out so well, and they got outraged by it, and started diatribes. Like, they're still going, by the way. It's been like, what, 3 days at this point? More? Her re-debut stream was like on the 21st, I think. So yeah, we're more than we're more than 3 days into this. We're like 4 days into this already, and there were like later phases to this as well. Because if you know something about Veibae, is that she's unapologetic about her behavior. She doesn't give a fuck. Again, I don't necessarily like her as a person or as a content creator. I don't think her content is for me. I be frank with you, I don't like it. But I can at least respect not giving a fuck about these people and just doing what you're doing. Because you know what you stand for, and these people don't. These people just want to control your behavior because that's how they operate. So Veibae had another stream, a Smite stream with both Silver and Nyanners. And during it, sometime at the beginning of it, like, I think the timestamp that would be like 26 or 28 minutes, something like that. She basically said to the people that were outraged before because of her previous comment with the, see you later retards thing. She said that her stream isn't a safe space, and they got mad over that too, because apparently all online entertainers and streamers need to provide a safe space for their audience. Not like, it's just a random room you enter, and then you just watch an entertainer entertain you. You don't necessarily need to be provided with some kind of stupid comfort to it. Like, it feels like babying people, whereas they shouldn't be babied. Like, the streamer, the entertainer isn't your guardian. It's not their responsibility to make you feel comfortable. I mean, there's certain types of content creators that thrive off, making people uncomfortable. That's the part of the entertainment there. But they decided to go with it anyway. They decided to get outraged about the no safe space comment too. Well, let's actually watch that because that's pretty short.
Claim for my stream to be like a safe space. It is not. It never has been. I've streamed since 2017. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, that's another thing they were outraged about. And after that, as the stream was kind of in the middle of it, or maybe more towards the end of it, I don't exactly recall. They made another comment. Silvervale and Yanners made another comment with Veibae about you know, the retard thing, and essentially Silver and Yanners defended Vei on the use of it, and all hell broke loose after that one. Let's watch that real quick.
Oh no, she said retard. Oh
no.
Oh my god. I said
My
it again.
feels. I'm so offended.
Classic. You can't be friends with me anymore.
How could she say this? She
No.
played the gay pony in Smite.
You can't sit with us.
Guys, please. Please. Thank you.
Please.
Drops till May? What day is it today? Twitter thread? Oh no.
And mind you, you're gonna see that there's a lot of actual trolls operating this this whole outrage. There's people actively antiing all three of these girls, and they're one of these people that played both sides, like in the Hogwarts Legacy thing too. Like they were just trying to spark outrage even more. And there's a few of these accounts that popped up and tried to basically fan the flames of this whole shit. And we're gonna be seeing a few of those as well as we go through that. There were some funny things that originated from this whole drama, from this whole nonsensical drama. We're gonna watch those too. There's a few funny videos, there's a few funny tweets involved with this. There's also an Asmongold comment, believe it or not. Asmongold actually commented on this, and we're gonna watch that too. But first things first, we're gonna start with... What were we gonna start with? We're gonna start with some miscellaneous tweets about this stuff. There's a lot of them. I did a bit of selecting when it comes to that kind of stuff, because again, there's too much. There's like literally thousands of these tweets as they were. And I'm not gonna be sitting here all day reading through all of them. It's impossible, and I would probably get so annoyed I just want to quit in the middle of it. So let's start. This is one of the people that actually started this. This was kind of in the middle of it as well, because this was after Veibae mentioned the safe space thing, and you know, once again people got pissed off about that, because why wouldn't this streamer want to provide a safe space to her audience? Is she catering to bigots? Is she gonna make sure that no people are ever comfortable during her streams? What's her deal with that sort of shit? Yeah, let's read. Veibae responding to the backlash of her dropping a slur on stream with I never claimed my stream to be a safe space. It's so amusing to see. She isn't even hiding it y'all. God, I hope who was managing her in VShoujo got paid well for dealing with her, if that's how she acts indie. Well, these people have the awareness of how VShoujo worked on a level of 0, probably. Because I don't think that they had much of a management to begin with. And Veibae herself said that she stopped herself from saying more of the edgier stuff because she didn't want it to reflect bad on the other girls within VShoujo. So now that she's free of it, she kind of can do more than she wants to do. And I do kind of respect her in that fashion as well, because you know, if you act out within that kind of company with that kind of VTuber agency, it can rub off in the wrong way on other people as well. So again, Might not like her as a person or as a content creator, but I find this respectable in some way. And yeah, Mythic is just Bishoujo 2.0. Again, this whole indie thing, I don't understand it. People try to make the distinction that it's not the same. But once you're under a talent agency, and if they provide specific deals for you to merchandise yourself or whatever, you're still no longer independent. You might not be like controlled in the same way as, you know, people in Hololive or in Niji Sanji are, but you're still not really independent. You still have your contract there, and you're still beholden to specific rules that within that contract. So full independence, this is not. But we're not going to be discussing the details of that, because the details of these contracts are only known to the Mythic talents themselves, and we can only speculate on that. What's within them, and what kind of deals, what kind of money they're making on it. But yeah, and here goes this random dude and says, "Gonna be honest, y'all just pussies," which is pretty much what I think about that sort of stuff. I think that, you know, intentions matter. It doesn't matter what kind of word you use, because a word is just a word. What kind of meaning, what kind of importance you give to the word is up to you. For some, a slur might be nothing. Like a slur, a word that's widely considered a slur might be nothing to some people and might be offensive to others. It all depends on your personal beliefs and sensibilities when it comes to that stuff. But even if you're offended by that, it doesn't mean you automatically have the right to impose the way you think on other people, even if you're offended by that sort of thing. And once again, intentions matter. And Veibae clearly didn't use retards in order to, you know, insult mentally handicapped people, or whichever way handicapped people. She clearly wanted to rib on her audience in a playful way, in the way she knows how to do. So this outrage is completely unnecessary, and all of these people that are pissed about it, they don't believe in things like context. They don't believe in things like intentions. They don't even believe in other people's perspective on the word. So to me, they're completely unreasonable, and some of them are just purely laughable, and that's the only thing I can do with them. I just laugh at them and point and laugh and just go. But let's continue, because we have so many tweets to go through. Thanks for posting your comment again. I was getting this meme and missed it for the first time. LMAO. This motherfucker paid for Twitter. You poor or something? It's like $5. LOL. I have other stuff to do. These $5 other than deck riding. Elon, not gonna lie. And here's Veibae responding to this outrage monger. Again, she clapped back. She clapped back on that shit. And she clapped back hard, and I respect that too. You don't. Why don't you spend those $5 and get yourself a nice cool drink or something? Must be exhausting tweeting all day. Oh yeah, I had just breakfast after streaming all night. Thanks for caring about me. And sorry, I'm not so free to stream all day every day. I do have adult responsibilities and all. I didn't realize adult responsibilities consisted of being terminally online and watching my content to get triggered. Again, brutal. This is a oof moment. And here's Varnes, a guy that's everywhere these fucking days. He attaches himself to every fucking drama. Like, whenever I see that avatar, I just, my blood boils just a little bit. But they actually studying to be a doctor, something far more useful than, let's see, VTubing as well as being a horrible person. Also, aren't you being terminally online? Only matter of projection, Batman. Like, what are you, if not the same thing, is his argument. Even though, you know, once hundreds of people are fucking shit talking about you, are you just gonna be, you know, are you just gonna let it go? Are you gonna be the bigger person? Or are you gonna make it entertaining for everybody and just clap back in the best way possible that you know. I'd certainly clap back, and Veibae did as well. Once again, me, that's pretty respectable. Very cool, Veibae. When is the retard line getting added to Smite? No, go touch some grass, fam. Vendy, you literally said the R word multiple times and maybe other slurs, who knows. Anyway, I guess you should take your own advice and go touch some grass. Stop this goddamn Peter Jamma bullshit you're on. And let's take a look how well this person subscribes to her own fucking beliefs on the R word. Off to become a fellow retard. Maybe I'm slightly based though, so I don't know if I want unbased people as an audience. Retard in Spanish, retardar, or however it's pronounced in Spanish. This is the retard, and there is the retardar source. Just so defeated by OT because I feel like a retard. I want to work and I know I need to work, but I also know I ain't. Hi Cami, go harass and date minors. I already told you that I don't feel this way anymore. You know, I guess one year was enough to completely change your beliefs on something you dropped so casually within a conversation. But I guess you're already a better person. I don't believe in this better person bullshit more than not. It takes conscious effort to change yourself as a person in terms of things that are, you know, a habit. So I think this person was just fucking virtue signaling, even though they still probably hold the same beliefs. Enjoy your 7 likes or whatever. You're not gonna be able to warm back into my life. That's really the message I think you want to say, but alright. The source of the DMs literally came from a child predator, but bug off, dude. I have no evidence for that. It's just her words against the dude's words, I guess. But considering this was something that was unveiled to me, I'll be sure to investigate this later. Tamaya Spice channel, thank you for the 5. Or 4.99 rather. Kuri thoughts on people with 150k plus followers bothering people with 1k virtue signal. Happened to me. Let me answer your question after I read the rest of this tweet. So instead of reporting them, I don't know, any particular country respective agency, you instead tell them to commit said felony to another victim. Did you think this one through? I did. Respectfully, fuck you. It's the same sentiment. I'm not gonna fuck you. Just like I'm not telling him to go touch kids. But yeah, say whatever you need to get your point across. Seem like you're rather defend a pedo at this point than lose a Twitter argument. These people are fucking fantastic. I'm really glad there's people that hold them accountable for this sort of fucking behavior. But yeah, to answer your question, Tamaya Spice, I think the size of the account doesn't matter, but I think the bothering part matters. Like, they really just want to farm those visual signal points off of anybody. It doesn't matter. And you'll guys see that they will all even farm that sort of attention from themselves. Like, the people that would normally agree with them, they also go after each other. And we'll go through that. They're gonna get so mad about this whole retard thing. They will be trying to eat one another within these Twitter threads. It's gonna be so fucking dumb, you won't even fucking believe it. Let's continue. I'm heavily neurodivergent and disabled. I live in assisted living facility. Yes, the R word is bad and I got called it, so I got beat up and I had my prosthetic stole. But giving attention don't help. Say your piece on once, report the shit to Mythic and Twitch and stop talking its publicity. Again, what the fuck does this have to do with the way Veibae used the word? Like, all of them project their life experiences onto Veibae, like they're the targets of this word. Like, why don't you take it up with the people that actually did call you retarded instead of Veibae, instead of going after Veibae, who clearly used that word in a joking manner to talk to her audience, but instead of that, these guys all portray her as some sort of fucking VTuber Hitler. Well, once again, context doesn't matter, and intentions doesn't matter. It's just, our word bad, and they go off of that. And be honest with yourself. If some is told a word hurts them and there's response in my stream is not a safe space, they're definitely saying other slurs to be it racist, homophobic, etc. Well, that's a fucking stretch. How the fuck do you know? How the fuck do you know what beliefs they hold beyond saying a word that today is pretty much equivalent to people thinking you're extremely stupid? Rarely do I see, or in this case almost none at all, that the word retard is actually used against a mentally or physically disabled person. I'm a boomer, and I've always seen this word used online for decades in the fashion of something being extremely fucking stupid. Actually, I learned that this word was used to describe the mentally and physically disabled much later, after I was using this word to describe someone extremely fucking stupid. So once again, these people are giving this word too much power, and it's being brought up to the level where it actually starts to mean something it's not supposed to mean anymore. So again, shooting yourself in the foot and giving these words too much power just creates this whole cycle all over and over again. Just saw a VTuber post a vid about how we should just let people use the R slur because we should. Respect each other because of different points of view on the slur. Bro, people using slurs don't respect people to begin with. They're using it to dehumanize and harass and bully. Shut the fuck up. Well, excuse me, Mr. Catroid VTuber. We're having a discussion about this right now with my chat, and I think a lot of people here are. At least I'd like to think that a lot of them would be able to have a respectful discussion about this sort of stuff. And I think this is worth discussing, considering that there are different kinds of points of view on this sort of thing. And once again, to you, this might be a slur equivalent to the N-word, but to a lot of us here, it's just fucking not. This is just a word used to describe someone extremely stupid. Tart is homophobic slur, just like Fruit is. Care to elaborate why you find slurring acceptable when you're not trying to win internet points? I mean, yeah, you can make the same argument that the tart, that the fruit, it can be used as a slur, so just because it's there doesn't excuse you from using it. Bro, tart is a flavor. No, tart is a pastry. And a type of and a type of sensation as a flavor, but you know, retard can also have many meanings, so you're kind of beating your own point here. And quite literally a food. Are you seriously going to compare the R slur to flavor / food? Plus, looking at your page, you're transphobic and condone harassment. Blocked. Yeah, thanks for that. Oh, this guy. This guy is LARPing as a fucking VTuber father. Dear Veibae, kid, your recent actions disappointing. You were taught better. Nyanners, Silvervale, kids, I'm disappointed even more by tripling down. Time to grow up and show decency. No more excuses or edgy shitlord behavior. Sincerely, you're disappointed, Dad. What is this guy trying to fucking achieve here by LARPing as a VTuber father? Mind you, he He made this account in 2021. He has no fucking links to any kind of video streaming or hosting channel. And he's apparently a VTuber, a VTuber dad. So not only is he lapping as someone's father, he's also lapping as a VTuber. I don't understand these fucking people. They're kind of mentally ill to me. Congrats, don't even like any of these three and you've managed to out-cringe them all. Thanks, kid. Just proves the fact that you can be cringe and edgy without needing to use slurs like some slurring fighting cannon. After reading your posts, I actually wish you actually used slurs. Just because I'm an old man. Dude, you're just 30. You're barely out of your fucking 20s. You're 30 years old. You're not an old man. You're some younger millennial that's a cringe lord. Just because I'm an old man and been through most of the internet chaos, that doesn't mean I'm going to be firing off slurs. You can either embrace your humanity or revel in being a colossal piece of shit. The choice is yours, but don't expect any applause for your stench. Oh no, I said before I have no time to consume content of edgy wannabe teenage anime girl 2369. A friend of mine just provided me with a clip and here I am, spreading your words of wisdom to the masses. Dude, why did I ever even follow you? I'm on the spectrum and I couldn't give two shits about people say retard on stream. Stop speaking on behalf of others because not everyone with mental disabilities agrees with what you're saying. I don't know why you followed me, to be honest. I never claimed to speak on behalf of everyone, even though they kinda are. I'm speaking up on behalf of myself as someone who was abused using that word and others who find it offensive. Well, you just said that you are. You're speaking for other people. Feel free to unfollow and block me. Me too, I don't care. You're speaking on behalf of others, yet in the same breath contradict yourself by saying that you speak on behalf of people who find the word quote-unquote offensive. Yeah, no, you're 100% taking on behalf of others and getting dunked off for being a spineless worm. I am glad that these people are down to call these dumbasses out. These are they're so fucking silly. Oh man. Hold up. Make this bigger. Also, guess what? I've been called retard time and time growing up, but you know what the difference is between you and me? The difference is that I don't let words get to me while you do, which says more about you and your own insecurities. Bro, I'm really desensitized towards the word. I'm just asking for the bare minimum of human decency. Oh yeah, can we not use slurs? But guess that's too much for y'all. Are you brain dead or something? If that's the logic you want to apply, why don't we just stop using all swears? Hell, while we at it, why don't we just ban language as a whole? People will say whatever the fuck they want and words only hold emotional weight if you let them. See, that is the slippery slope with banning certain words that are considered offensive, because if one word gets banned, eventually other words will also get banned, and they will take on the similar weight of slurs. So even if retard would one day get completely removed from the lexicon or anything else, another word would just come and replace it, and then they would be calling for the same thing. Again, that kind of slippery slope when it comes to censoring language. It always is like that, and would always happen. It's just fact of life there. Yeah, and that specific group of people really need to grow a spine, much like yourself. Drop the holier than thou attitude, because that sad truth is that people can see right through that shit. Also, let's be real, you ain't speaking up for shit. You just want to be outraged over a literal nothing burger. Speaking for everyone isn't equal to speaking for a specific group of people. If you don't understand the difference, it's on you. Bro, I am really desensitized towards the word. I'm just asking for the bare minimum of human decency. You can use slurs, but guess that's too much for you. And everyone aren't people? Dude, just because you use a different word doesn't change the meaning of what you're saying, dum-dum. You know, even dum-dum could be used as a slur at one point. The dumb itself can be used as a slur. You give it that much power. You're entitled to to want to and keep using derogatory words, just like I'm entitled to tell you a piece of shit for using a derogatory word. You don't get to tell me I'm soft because I don't condone the use of slurs. That's called having respect for others. You know why this whole post is ironic? This is one of these fucking Destiny 2 VTubers they had an encounter with once before that likes to call others pedophiles for drawings. So that's where the respect goes, you know. They will gladly hang their hats on this issue and then call people out to be predators for fucking drawings, because of course that's how they fucking work. Since I'm trending, enjoy. See, this guy is a troll here. This Communist Watch USA guy. He even interacted with me beforehand. He wanted me to say transphobic shit. Because, you know, I have a commentary fucking Twitter account and YouTube channel that deals with all kinds of stupid shit. And yeah, this guy's a troll, and you could see him everywhere. He's been around doing Hogwarts Legacy, and of course now he's around with this too. Since Veibae's community is not a safe space, I will be dropping this here. Support your local content creator, did transition, stay heterosexual, vote Republican, remove homosexual and transgender friends. So yeah, that's what this guy does. If you see Communist Watch, you will know that he's fucking trolling. I don't think I've heard many VTubers being as openly disgusting as Veibae, Nyan and Silverrain in a long time. Dropping slurs on stream and going full force in alienating anyone who is an incel from 4chan because y'all haven't grown up or improved since 2017 grows. It's really funny to me that a lot of these people think that Veibae is trying to like emulate 4chan behavior, even though Veibae herself doesn't really like that place like what's so fucking ever. And in order to emulate 4chan, you wouldn't be able to even do that in terms of, you know, being offensive, because you would just outright get banned for very egregious behavior. But at the same time, if you've ever been on VT, you know that people on VT like all kinds of VTubers. They don't necessarily follow, you know, oh, this super based, oh, they're gonna say slurs VTubers. They like all kinds of content creators on there, just like any other place. So whenever anyone here mentions 4chan, they probably have no idea how 4chan actually operates, and most likely never been to the board as well. And it's not like Veibae herself is like beloved on fucking VT or JP or whatever. She wouldn't even be mentioned on JP. And I don't think VT likes her much to begin with, so whatever. She has nothing to pander there in terms of like reaching an audience. So these points are moot as well, as far as I'm concerned. I am low-functioning, high-masking, neurodivergent with diagnosis. The word didn't bother me, her reply did. That isn't a safe space, I'm happy I triggered you. Just reeked of bad girl desperation. You get it, you're an edgy tough guy. You can go back to 2016 now. Again, none of these places, none of these streamers have to provide safe spaces to fucking anybody. And considering the amount of viewers that she had, I don't think she's desperate for anything. I think her audience is gonna stay with her no matter what. If her CCV maintains itself on the level of like 20k or just a little bit below that after all of this fucking debacle, you will know that these people that are outraged about this shit were never her audience, and they just wanted to farm brownie points as far as that shit is concerned. Veibae plans to play Hogwarts Legacy to intentionally rile up trans community. Not surprising after Turf Veil doing the same. Then playing victim with crocodile tears. Birds of a feather flock together. See, this is one of these fucking instigator accounts. Like, they really want to stir up shit even more. Okay, but Apple, hear me out. What if I play HP game followed by FNAF VR? Vei, hello. How are you doing? Hi, Vei. You're not playing FNAF VR, so that's a lie, sigh. What about Zelda? Harry Potter? Apple lost confidence. First she calls people ours, and then she plays Harry Potter. I want to play Zelda, but worried it's too sleeper right now, LMFAO. Twitter is going to burn to the ground. I mean, you know, triggering Twitter freaks to play Hogwarts Legacy is the moral thing to do. Because again, it's just a game. And Veibae is an asshole, so she would do that. Again, you're letting this fucking person get to your head so much that you can't help yourself. It's so funny to me that Veibae is calling other people triggered and terminally online just because they ask her not to use a slur for edgy humor when she's flout name search herself to find smaller creators to shit on. Has history of this with Shy Lady, by the way. But yeah, her shit talking Shy Lady was actually solved a long time ago, and as far as you know, both of them are concerned, they're on good terms, even though you know. Veibae essentially did shit talk her just a little bit. She shit on Shiley when she was starting out, calling her inferior. Even if you want to act all based on all that bullshit, letting the R-slur slide, sure, whatever. You're weird, in my opinion, but sure. Try defending calling a startup creator inferior. Go ahead. Oh shit, this did numbers. Now I'm gonna plug this shit. That ain't what I was here to do. Instead, I'm gonna mute because the point flew right past a few people that like to intentionally act obtuse. This GS Pandem guy, who was once a self-proclaimed VTuber manager, has like one of the worst fucking takes on things on fucking VTuber Twitter. He's constantly featured on my accounts because he says something stupid, so this is par for the course. Let me have a small drink because I'm already kind of parched. Wait. Okay, let's continue on. She's not wrong. The fact she's trending over this and that you virtue signalers are climbing over each other to talk shit is proof of that. The Shiley situation was diffused before it became anything, and her and Veibae are actually on good terms now. Try again. Virtue signaler. She said the R-slur. I'm autistic. I've been called the R-slur as recent as an hour ago or so ago. And even then, the fact that she went after a small creator and still is, shows she has no signs of change at all. Like, these people don't understand that once you shit talk somebody on Twitter, why should they remain silent even though they're, like, have bigger following numbers? Like, at the end of the day, you're both fucking people, so why should someone shit talk you and you don't get to respond to it? So, what? Power dynamics? Because one retard has bigger numbers than the other retard? I don't believe in shit like that. Once you shit talk somebody, you should be able to fucking receive the same back. So I'm autistic too. If you get offended by the word retard, you're just a wimp. And good for you. I don't get offended by it either. But when she uses it for shock humor, just to be edgy, that's where I draw the line in the sand. No one uses retard for shock humor. I don't even know who's shocked by retard anymore, other than these people apparently. Veibae, okay, for real though. Veibae, saying it does make me a little upset. It's been slang for so long that it's like salt online, but it's quite different nowadays to say it. Personal, I take offense when a streamer with a large platform fails to change the slang for their persona. Well, then don't watch them then. Block and move on. Fucking ironic that Silvervale and Nyanners are supporting Veibae saying the R-slur with whining about, oh, you hurt someone's feeling, boo-hoo. Sarcasm. When Silvervale had 2 whole crying fits over supporting a game that supported a transphobic writer and won. Nyana is getting bullied out of school for shit like that. So fucking stupid. No wonder all three of them aren't part of the shoujo anymore. Ableist fucks. Well, like, excuse me, because what happened to Silver Veil and her family and friends, I think is on a completely different level than just, you know, shit talking people and then jokingly calling her own audience like retards as she was leaving the stream. I don't think the things this person is presenting are on the same level, like whatsoever. People are so mad. They're so mad on the internet, and some of them probably don't even know why they're mad. Like, seriously. Your phrasing of supporting sounds like you're just saying that Silver Veil is transphobic, which is playing a game millions of people have played, not because they're transphobic is not a proof. Are mentally disabled people not part of this safe space? And in the same group of things, are disabled people deserving of being treated like shit simply because of couple grown-ass adults can see that using a slur is wrong? It's no different than using slurs against others. The R word apparently has to be referred to as was over the years, used not as a phrase meant to offend a mentally disabled person, but widely used as a perhaps toxic word describing idiotic behavior. Most people using it not to use it offended anyone that the term applies to. Trying to kill someone throughout a failed riot is a failed attempt to fight the usage of this word. On Twitter, there is a wide gap between mentally disabled people for whom the word is offensive and those who don't care. This isn't trying to cancel someone. This is bringing light to someone being ableist, LMFAO. Yeah, but then when you bring this up, what do you want to happen to them? Because a lot of the people in this whole fucking controversy that's pretty pointless pretty much want Veibae gone, and the other two as well. So if they don't want them gone, they want them to lick their boots. Either of these two things are a possibility. And yeah, as I was saying before, this person here is completely right. Whether she used retards or she used, like, she could have said like see you later dum-dums or see you later idiots, even though these two fucking words have been used against mentally disabled people as slurs in the past too. So why wouldn't these words be offensive? Why is retarded put on such a fucking pedestal? Is it because this is like the only word these people are aware was used as a slur? I think some kind of historical knowledge about the usage of these words here is lacking on their part. They're so silly about this sort of stuff. This one is particularly infuriating because this person wanted to provide a perspective about the word retard, and other people didn't like that. Didn't like them discussing the R word. So let's read this person's story because it's pretty fucking awful. Trigger warning: cursing, death threats, the Veibae situation. Fuck it, nobody gets it. Fuck me. Just read it to the end. Literally almost no one wants to listen or try to understand at all. I wasn't expecting such big VTubers to try to dunk on me for vaguely venting about people being overly mean to each other and using ableist arguments. Like, dude, you don't know what I've seen. I've seen, it's just a small part of the community, it's not the issue. Feels so invalidating. Like, maybe I felt like talking about the part of the community because it bugs me for some deep personal reason. Has that thought crossed your mind? Just at least ask what I mean before seeing the absolute worst in someone. Especially if you can see the person is having a hard time explaining what they mean, or they already clarified their neurodivergent. Have some patience before you pass judgment and direct your entire following to harass them. Do you fucking know how many people have told me to kill myself because your massive following saw your reply to me and decided to go along with your opinion? Seriously, just fuck this. Maybe I was more scattered in the vid than I intended. I genuinely can't tell because that's how my disorder works. I haven't taken my meds on time for the past few days, so instead let me break my post down for you guys. Slurs are not okay to say in public. Like I said, makes an audiences uncomfortable, putting it mildly, obviously. People who can reclaim slurs should be respected. Their cop to use those slurs in private might be helping them with what trauma, so stay respectful. This is something my therapist said is okay to do if it helps. But IG, some of you won't agree with them, since you're all specialists, I guess. I'm using Veibae situation to mainly talk about the subject in general, not about her specifically. I'm not trying to tone police or anything. I'm venting how I wish people were less catty to each other, because not everyone gets what each side thinks and why. If you haven't seen super mean to anyone who is just confused, this doesn't apply to you, seriously. I don't know how to explain this without showing people's tweets and punching down. I don't even want anyone to experience what I'm going through right now. But there are people literally being ableist while trying to say slurs are bad. I'm mainly talking about both sides being rude or using arguments that come off as uninclusive to people who might not understand what's going on. I wish that more people explained why some things are not okay, basically. That doesn't have to apply to you. You have your own reasons for being angry. I'm literally never talking to some of y'all again. This was a horrible experience. Please have more patience and understanding in the future. Please keep in mind your following sees your replies and will attack people when you have a lot of followers. As a screenshot for proof. And I'm not showing more than that. I don't care. I don't want to have someone's lives on my hands for something stupid with threats of doxing being tossed at me right now. Jesus, I don't know if they're 14. Jesus, man, I don't know. Call me soft-hearted. I don't care. And here's what they received in their DMs. People like you should just kill yourself. You make the human race worse by existing. You know, by the guy essentially tried to have a nuanced conversation about this sort of stuff. I don't agree with a lot of things he says here, but at least he tried to be civil about it, and that's the treatment he gets from his own side, from the side that says slurs are bad, go kill yourself, essentially. The good guys, ladies and gentlemen in the chat. This is why I hate this drama. The people that are like this are not people I want to have around. So people being called the most vile things, even someone being told he was groomed as a child for thinking that, and worse stuff, but the R word is not for them. It's insane. That's horrific. Those are exactly the tweets I was talking about. I'm so glad you saw them too and know what I meant. Some of the worst ones were coming from other VTubers. It was really shocking. I do feel a little bad for not just talking about what everyone really wanted to hear about, what mattered to them, and me too, about saying the words YK, but seeing people say those things were also so alarming to me, because they sometimes were very dark. I saw someone with 500 followers say that they hope people who use slurs even in an educational context get R-worded. It was really a lot. If they gain more followers, what kind of things will they say? You know what I mean? Oh, you use slurs? Hope you get raped. They're these fucking people, man. Sorry, English also isn't my first language. It's a little hard to explain myself more clearly about when I'm missing words to use and gibberish here. Here's a person that this guy was talking to, and then they deleted these tweets of theirs mysteriously. Detail about what? Saying that using slurs in public makes people uncomfortable and hurt, and saying that people shouldn't be attacking others for reclaiming slurs in private. I said saying the R word in public ain't good for people's comfort, but saying in the private and away from public to cope that has therapeutic benefits and was encouraged by my therapist. People got very big mad, got DMs telling me to kill myself, and gore, turned off DMs. GG now. Once again, the good guys. Instead of watching Veibae or anyone who uses slurs, look how pretty I looked yesterday. And there were a lot of posts that popped up like this, that just farming fucking clout. I already did video on those two, so these people are ridiculous. So did all you forget that Veibae had assets she's using since 2020 that had please be patient, I'm rhubarbit, and they censored retarded here even though it said rhubarbit, and used parodies of it to promote events / merch that you all bought. She never stopped using the word, she just stopped using it in front of you for convenience. I see this tweet now reached a different audience than what I initially intended. You can be angry about Veibae and Yanner's silver. However, many people speaking out right now didn't speak initially when it was staring at us all in the face since their debuts. The outrage feels late. Wait, what did Silver do? She's transphobic and backed up Veibae using the R slur. And they still own this fucking narrative. I don't even want to explain it, but it's just fucking wrong with the transphobia shit. Dude with an actual swastika in his header is in my replies and defending Veibae. Great crowd you're attracting there, dipshit. Stay irrelevant, LMAO. Veibae, you're actually courting white supremacists, and this is their reaction to criticism. You're quite literally emboldening the worst people on the internet. Jesus, man. Dude with an actual swastika in his header is my replies and defending Veibae. Great crowd you're attracting there, dipshit. It speaks for the audience when every person I see defending her looks like this. Oh, there's a Azahara channel. And Pippa Clipper is underlined here, like that's some kind of, I don't know, own or indication that you're a bad person. I see you in the chat. I know you're there. So yeah, here's Azahara basically explaining that these people are all retarded, and this person took exception to that and also decided to underline Pippa Clipper, make Pippa guilty. So they're doing the guilt by association thing with Clippers now. Also, the Weep-chan behavior, I'm curious what parts of the anime culture these people can't understand. Loli, fetishizing rape, all the other degenerate stuff going on. I don't know how this person is just bringing this shit up here. Like this has some relevance. I mean, sure, Loli is an integral part of VTubing, as is with anime. Fetishizing rape, I don't know, fictional rape is bad, is just as bad as fictional gore, which is not at all, because it doesn't involve anything that's real, so whatever. I think this is some kind of weird Puritan that just wants to be angry. This is a canonical example of Veibae hater. You are just hypocrites. You're not interested in helping anyone dealing with offense and bullying. You are interested in canceling a VTuber you don't like using she said retard as an excuse. You did the same shit with streamers who wanted to or play Hogwarts Legacy. Bullying people to tears not to comfort the trans community, but because you're hungry for blood. You don't give a shit about any emotions except yours. You feel offended for someone else just to grow an audience to show that you really care. Calm down your ego. Stop telling people who would watch and what say no one cares. And here's an example of what this person is bringing up as a Veibae hater. Seeing a lot of spreading hate doesn't solve anything about Veibae's situation, which is like, fuck are you talking about? The point is not to make bigoted assholes comfortable on the platform. We should be bullying these types of people off the platform. Again, the good guys. Remember, this is what the virtuous do. I don't care if I lose followers from this, I'm just getting so fucking pissed. Veibae, grow the fuck up, stop using slurs. Just because you have followers doesn't mean you get to say whatever you want. Get some fucking balls and apologize, you actual toddler. What gives you the right to dictate how people talk or think within their own communities? 1, I'm disabled and find that word extremely offensive. 2, it's a goddamn slur. It is a word just like any other. You have attached your own emotional baggage to a word that isn't the problem of Vei or anyone else. No one is forcing you to watch her streams. I'm wondering how would you react if she said that the N-word, but she didn't. So what's the argument here? They always like to fall back on, what if she said something else? But she didn't. What if she killed somebody, but she didn't? Why are they speaking hypotheticals? We are operating on facts here, not on what she would have, should have, could have said. They obviously not at the same level, but they were both used and still used as a derogatory form. Obviously, the N-word is way worse than the R slur. I've seen so many folks be like, but Veibae doesn't need to conform to sensitive people's standards. Neither does Silverdale, because spelling. And the others have thicker skin. Literally, fuck off. It's a slur. Don't use it. It's basic human decency, for fuck's sake. To clarify, don't normally police other people that use that word, because, like, I don't have any energy for that. What pisses me off is that how they double down using is just called as sensitive. This is just personal for them. They just, as that person before explained, these people just want to see people bleed, metaphorically, and maybe some of them literally. Who knows? Sorry, but that right there is an easy way to get autistic folk to hate you. Again, speaking on behalf of all autistic people, even though there's been so many autistic people that call them out on that sort of behavior. It's a word just like any other. You people have dumped your emotional baggage on that word and get angry when no one else cares about your emotional baggage. No one is required to babysit your issues. If you don't like her content, then don't watch. Bro, I don't even watch her content, LMAO. Well, the fuck are you here for then? Like, what the fuck is your issue? Just block and move on. You can tell your ass is neurotypical because that usage of the word literally doesn't affect you. You can tell use your copium of it's just a word all you want. If we're telling you not to use it, then you probably shouldn't. Because we're the masters of your fucking destiny in your life. You need to submit. If you're offended by the word retard, then I get some bad news for you. Yes, people like you use it regardless. You're gonna use it regardless, I know. Like I've clarified before, wasn't initially mad of them using it. I'm mad at them doubling down and calling it as sensitive for reasonably being upset with them. Reasonably. This person calls this reasonable. Amazing. My thoughts and statement on Veibae, the R word and current negativity in the VTubing community. Hey yo, I've been kind of missing action recently, and a large reason for it is the negativity in the VTubing community right now is exhausting. I just want to make a quick statement. I do not condone the usage of slurs, the R word, or any other slurs for that matter. Hey guys, this is me, prostrating yourself before everyone. Nobody cares about me, I get no engagements on my post. But here's my statement about this. I'd like to be seen as a virtuous person, thank you very much. As an autistic person, this word has been used against me and other people I know for my entire life. It's hateful, it's abusive, it should not be used. Veibae's actions are disgusting, but not surprising. She used to wear very offensive assets. An example, hats on her model. The other VShoujo girls backing her up is also disgusting. Honestly, VShoujo dodged the bullet with them leaving. I sincerely hope their managers were paid well. As for my community, which that person doesn't have, because they don't stream and don't seem to have any following whatsoever, I do not condone slurs or any kind of discrimination. This is a safe space for neurodiverse disabled people. LGBTQIA2S+, people of color, etc. I will always do my best to make you feel welcome and safe. I'll be crawling back into my hole now, working on emotes. Thank you for reading. Have a good day. Dusky. Again, they're just farming some clout to get followers, because why would you even make this statement other than just to get followers off of anybody? My head hurts, and we're only like almost halfway through these, and then we have some other things to see. In the middle of this, I'm gonna make a small break. I'll show you a video that's kind of fucking funny, and then we'll have a 5-minute break so you guys can get drinks. I can refill my drink and stuff like that. My take on the whole Veibae drama. Shit's so dicking stupid. America is allowing old-ass races to take away their rights, but Americans are too focused at yelling at JPEGs on the internet because they use no words. Honestly, you're all retarded. I'll thank you for this one. I like these moments of lucidity within the Twitter space. Also, if you're mad that the VTuber said the word retarded, you're also immensely privileged that this is the only thing you have to worry about. I was not surprised by Veibae being an edgelord, but I was really fond of Nyanners. I was even making a fan art of her and Mousy. It saddens me you have to throw away 7 hours of work, but I don't feel comfortable posting it now. Nyanners has always been problematic. She used to be extremely popular in 4chan back then. Like Miss Girl, Koji dropped slurs after slurs with a dash of racism. I feel like I cursed Nyanners with my stream last week. This is my fault that this is happening. Not to mention she made a pedophilic and insensual song called Pomf Pomf. So yeah, she's going back to her roots, not surprised. She's literally going back to her roots, bro. She was never a good person. Hate to break it to you, but your favorite pink cat isn't worth defending. Your comment reeks of desperation. Look me in the eyes and repeat that dumbass shit you said. And then here's people going into her older posts, like from fucking March 15th. You don't deserve your platform. I've been a fan of yours for years and I have multiple disabilities. I'm not angry, but I'm hella disappointed and upset that you used the slur on stream. Good luck with that 1 million goal because you're not getting it now. Are these people stupid? Like, do they expect me to believe that this person was a fan of hers for years and this person didn't know what kind of content Veibae makes, especially with the hat and shit? This is made up. This ain't real. This person is lying. Person is lying through their fucking teeth. Regarding the current VTuber drama with Veibae saying a slur and then some others doubling down, I swear they're doing it because they know it will create controversy which equals views. And they're all too big to get perma-cancelled for this, so they'll escape with little damage. Wow, so vindicative. Honestly, big VTubers are kinda anyway. Unless it's a big company like Whole Life with strict rules and a contract in place, people get big and think they can do whatever they want because they're popular. Until they're held accountable, they will keep doing it. Also, didn't Veibae really just leave VShoujo, meaning they were always just an awful person? What a logical fucking leap to make. But couldn't show it because they were with a company? I guess we know their true colors now. And there's more people responding to Veibae, and there's Cthulhu, the fucking crayon VTuber. Should be the crayon eating VTuber. This person involves themselves in every fucking drama I've seen on Twitter. Every single big fucking drama, this person is there. Instead of streaming, they do this shit. You seem pretty triggered by everyone criticizing you. If you respond to someone who's not even 1/4 of your size like this, so I don't know, sounds like you're just majorly insecure. Also delusional if you think you're worth enough to watch more than 20 seconds needed for context. I wish somebody fucking watched you instead. Maybe you'd fucking get off this train of retweeting. Making disabled people who are sensitive to a word with negative stigma the butt of the joke, she didn't do that. It's hilarious to Veibae, Silverveil and Nyanners apparently. Honestly, you just said it better yourself with your I never said my stream was a safe space. Vei, but you're ableist as shit and you promote the notion that disabled people are not welcome in your community. No. They really like to jump to all kinds of conclusions, like the same way that Silverveil was accused of being transphobic because she said Twitter freaks. Even though she completely clarified what she meant by Twitter freaks. Grow up and get past your 15-year-old edge lord phase. I'm autistic and it's come a long way for me to be proud and love myself for I am due to the discrimination. Stop calling us sensitive. We called you out for a very real reason. Instead of deflecting the criticism thrown at you your way, grow and realize you did wrong. And you don't have the right to use the words that have a negative notion if the disabled community tells you no. As a social reject on the spectrum that had autistically analyzed social interactions between my friends, both in real life and online, and still struggling in areas I haven't seen often, I'm really not fazed by the word that strangers on the internet use to joke around. Bruv, you don't speak for every disabled person, thank you. I don't know how to say this, but neither do you. Thank you for these reasonable fucking people once in a while in these threads. But she does speak for people that don't find those kinds of words funny. I honestly don't, doesn't matter what you or people like you think, friend. Oh, thanks invalidating this person's opinion because they have a different one. Because how you feel doesn't trump how they all feel. This is true. Why can't you people don't find it funny just not engage with the people that have that kind of humor though? There's plenty of spaces more welcoming than they'd fit right in. That are available. Because that gives them a space to act like morons and thus emboldening them to go out of their way to harass others while covering themselves in their little spaces. But you're the ones harassing her for this. Like, until you started doing any kind of shit, you got no blowback because there was no blowback to be had. This is all your fault. This is like a self-made problem. You don't seem to get this, how harassment works in this world right now. Those that wish to do harm to others always hide behind just jokes as an excuse. Yeah, sure. Every single person that jokes around has evil and malicious intentions. I don't want to live in your head if you have that kind of worldview. Veibae contrived is a psyop so she can retain... What? She can retain as much attention as possible. She has always been the most milquetoast VTuber and her trying to be edgy for clout only reconfirms it. At least Yanners can be entertaining. I think Veibae had a very stable CCV and an audience for quite a while. I don't think this is anything done for clout. I think she's doing this right now just to piss people off because you decided to go after her first. Man. Very funny that this now does actually seem like Nyanner's Silvervale and Veibae left. Be sure also to can say slurs and be toxic. I wonder how many influencers are going to have to learn the lesson that intentionally attracting the most toxic fans possibly is a bad idea, LMAO. I remember this guy from the Hogwarts Legacy thing. When Kobo was playing Hogwarts Legacy, this guy had shit to talk about her, and all the fucking Indonesians jumped him, and he almost didn't escape with his life. It was funny to watch, and it's fine that he's back and still talking shit. He's lucky there's no Indonesians around though this time around to fuck with him. If you support Veibae, Silvervale, and slash or Nyanners, please block me. I tried to word this as simply as possible. I don't need any suggestions. Just click on my profile and block. Super easy. Why should they do your own work for you? Avoid interacting with me. Someone who supports trans and autistic people by blocking me. Show how non-triggered you are today by not making me aware of your existence. Wow, some people can't understand basic logic, huh? I spell it out for you. Even reply from someone who supports the three mentioned above is getting blocked and subtweeted here. I don't want attention from you. Go away. I don't want your attention, and I'll make an attention-seeking post. I'm talking about the Veibae controversy. I used to watch Veibae before V-Shoujo along with Nyanners, and both of their content was edgy. So to be honest, I'm not surprised at all she used to use this word. I'm mega disappointed though. I've worked with kids who have Down syndrome and other developmental disabilities, and that slur is directed at them. No, it was directed at random fucking assholes in that are fucking Veibae's own audience. It wasn't directed at mentally disabled people, but again, nuance evades these people. I don't know if this is part of the mental illness or if they're just doing this on purpose. I don't know. This is just a word. It's a term used to say someone is not normal and lesser than someone else. When I was in orientation, I was told not to say that. No slur should ever be used like this, especially if you're not in position to use it. Do better. Also, you can stream. You can be a safe space, Veibae. Stop deflecting and making excuses for your behavior. Disgusting. Do better or just leave the space. So yeah, they just want her gone. They just want to see people they agree with thrive. These Veibae types. The current VTuber drama league has no business being as big as it is right now. It's not holding anyone accountable, it's just uplifting them. People who use the word have been online so long, they're not going to change unless it comes from within themselves, not from Twitter. I think the problem is that instead of taking the time to explain it, like you, she decided to mock anyone who could be hurt by it, slash say her community isn't a safe space. There are many others who ways to convey why she said it, and that she wants her community to be a time capsule of 2016. She's not obligated to take the time to be a considered human being, but her response and her friend backing her up says a lot about them. Personally, I don't care if people say it to me, but the complete disregard of others by Veibae, Silverway, and Janers is disgusting. So dramatic. Every single VTuber drama on Twitter is so dramatic. Not surprised that transphobic Fox is defending Veibae saying a slur, but I'm surprised that Janers is defending Veibae. Super disappointed in Janers. Again, some of these people just don't realize who Janers was or is right now. Also, please, if you follow Janers, Veibae or Silverway, mayhaps consider changing that. Have no control of what you do, but consider how they openly use slurs against disabled people for shock value. Yeah, it'd be awesome if you didn't support that behavior. Again, I have no control of what you do and who you follow. I'm just warning you to do it. Otherwise, I'll be angry. Mr. Mega Milk Max 18 plus male wife is gonna be angry with you. But it does show who you are as a person if you let that behavior slide, especially if said behavior endorses hate and discrimination against minorities. This dumpster fire we call a community cannot catch a break. Damn bigoted. Ooh, bitches always ruining everything for us. Yeah, for you. You're on your fucking non-existent audience. No, not Nyanners. She was so funny, goddammit. Didn't she say she grew as a person or whatever? What happened this time? She was defending Veibae's dumbass. Alright, we reached the halfway point on this. I'm gonna play you guys a funny video that originated from this. And then we're gonna take a 5-minute break. And after that we'll continue. We'll get to the end of this, and then we have the section in which they eat their own, which is super fucking funny. So let me boot up the video I was talking about beforehand. Where did I put them? There's this one. Hold up, need to put the music down for now.
I'm just so disgusted right now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little triggered.
Hold up. Why is this right? I fucking love this.
So disgusted right now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little triggered. I'm getting my trigonometry credits over here, you know what I mean? So, as many of you know, the popular VTuber Veibae had her indie debut stream the other day, and something's happening that I think we need to talk about. See, everything seemed to be going fine. The new model looked very nice, she pulled out her titties, flipped everyone off, as standard VTuber stuff. But then at the end of the stream, right as she was signing off, she said the word retard. She said that word, and now she's trending, and all I can say is, I thought you guys were better than this. Why are you giving her so much attention for doing this? She does not deserve to be on that trending tab. She does not deserve all this attention. All it does is take awareness away from the real victim in this situation. Me? You guys gotta be fucking kidding me. You know how many times I said the word retard on stream and nobody batted an eye? I even said it in videos that I posted right here on this site. I make fun of autistic people constantly and everyone just goes, oh yeah, that's Katsu, that's just what she does, the goofy lass. Meanwhile, this dozy broad comes along and says the shit once and you all throw her a fucking parade. I don't know exactly what's going on here, but one thing's for certain. I'm being discriminated against. I am way more intolerant and insensitive than this bitch, and none of y'all even care, do you? I try so hard to be as offensive and disrespectful as possible to every group of people I can, and my efforts go completely unnoticed. I guess at the end of the day, there's just a glass ceiling for people like me, isn't there? Oh, it's a big deal if she does it, but if I do it, suddenly it just doesn't matter so much, does it? That is the very essence of prejudice. So to all you people who are up in arms about Veibae, you guys are a bunch of bigots, and y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. I got an idea. How about you stop tolerating and accepting me like a bunch of fucking Nazis, and start hating me and trying to ruin my life like some decent, compassionate, progressive human beings? Or is that just too much to ask in this day and age? Fucking retard.
This is yeah. It's just that's legendary. But yeah, you guys enjoy your drink break. I'll be right back.
just so disgusted right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Ned has been.
I'm back, and I remembered that there's another funny video you might have missed about this, and I recorded it too. So hold up, I'll play it right now. I really like this one. It's simple but effective. You missed it. There it is. So let's finish up this nonsense because we have still quite a bit to go through. Let me get the music up back again. And let's continue with this nonsense. Hey, Matt Game. You might want to rethink that a contract with former VShoujo talents, Nyaners, Silverway, and Veibae. They're literally using ableist terms and mocking disabled people with streaming your game during the collab event. They're not even part of VShoujo anymore. So yeah, there's the more of the deplatforming shit. They just want them ruined for fucking words, say jokingly. Fantastic people. Show the clip where they openly mocked people with disabilities. This whole conversation is mocking people with disabilities. They're making fun of people for being offended, which a lot of these people are disabled. Well, if so, that's not the same as mocking people for being disabled, which is an entirely different thing and what you claimed was happening. In short, you spread misinformation on the internet, it seems like. The fact that they also joked about Veibae said without calling it out, Silverway has been vile before, so not surprised, honestly disappointed in Nyaners. And by the way, this Hikari Komori guy, he's another troll like the Communist Watch guy. If you look through Hikari Komori's posting history, he's been buddy with some Face Connect like fucking content, so I'm sure this guy is fucking trolling. I don't think he cares. I think he just wants to fuck around and make the former VShoujo talents being more fucking hated than they already are. Yeah, he's just fucking around. I want people to feel safe in my community, so I won't be supporting Nyaners and Veibae. I was never actually a fan of Silvervale anyways. LOL, I want people to feel welcomed here. Once again, no interactions, no fucking anything. People with quote-unquote communities that don't exist. This one is weird to me because the fucking Vei Archives account is anti-ing fucking Veibae. I don't fucking understand this. Only because Veibae's training has done this kind of thing before, so nothing new. Again, the fucking rhubarb it had. There's the quote-unquote VTuber teacher, Elara. Trying to disarm the situation with my stream is not a safe space really upset me. Well, is that even considered optional? I feel like that's basic human decency. You are here today, and if it's your choice, how about you go about that? Just remember, people look to you as an example, and this isn't the tone that should be set for others to follow. You know, there's this one image going around like that says that fucking parodies the Watchmen, and on one side there's Rorschach being blown up, saying as a content creator with a large platform and following, you have the responsibility to, and the Dr. Manhattan blows him away saying no. So this is basically that, like, no one has any fucking responsibility to set any fucking examples for nobody. That doesn't mean how big they fucking are. Veibae isn't anyone's fucking parent. And some hidden replies by Mrs. Alara VTuber. You are demanding to control another's speech because of whatever the fucked up mental processing you have. You have your own safe area to exist. You do not have to interact. You are choosing to and demanding others to bend to your will. So feel safe or some shit. Shut the fuck up. It costs your freedom of expression, dumb cunt. Look at how sterile the modern YouTube/Twitch ecosystem has become. This is so upsetting to see, honestly. Saw a clip of Veibae saying the R slur and the others and possibly Silvervale backing her up for it. Generally so messed up to witness. Careful, there is a concerning amount of fools that are backing them up on here. Would not recommend looking up further into anything relating to this tweet. Eek, alright, thanks for the heads up. Oh no, the consequences of my own words will follow me. Like, best not to express yourself, because people might just disagree with you, and that's gonna be horrific. This guy. I remember how scary it is to speak up about unsavory people in the VTuber scene, but I really hope collectively everyone can agree that dropping slurs and proudly declaring a platform as a not safe space is well beyond the realm of drama and is instead a safety issue. Yeah, safety issue for fucking whom? People not within Veibae's community? How do these people even think critically about these sorts of things? The R word is a slur. It's bad to say it. People who proudly say it, knowing full well that the community is affected by it, have collectively decided it is a bad slur. Are not good people. People who defended them are also bad. It's the simple, and there's no two ways about it. What a fucking funny black and white worldview this person has. I'm also one of the people that gets a full say in it because I grew up with learning disabilities and had to hear the word from students and teachers daily. You had really bad teachers if they called you retarded. Or you were just that bad. Jesus fucking Christ. The word has a meaning and it's not mild. It's not a joke. They called me the word because they wanted me dead. Yeah, I'm sure they wanted you fucking dead. Dramatic. Of course, the VTuber community addresses this may open the gate to address other forms of rampant ableist humor predominant in the scene, like jokes about schizophrenia, psychosis, the voices, OCD, PTSD, etc., which I think is a conversation many VTubers aren't ready for. This guy is off his fucking meds. Maybe literally. I've seen other neurodivergent people, one of which I'm moots with. Not bothered by Veibae saying what she said. What about them? Do their opinions not matter? It's common experience for autistic people to completely internalize society's hatred for themselves to the point where they think of themselves so low that the other people calling them a word meant to convey they are not worth treating as someone that agency doesn't bother them. Oh, so you're basically being ableist. To the people you're trying to talk about and talk for. Fantastic. Or you don't feel the way and you just don't care. In either case, the autistic community at large, the majority, agree that it's the bad. And the harmful effects are measurable, so yeah, they're just wrong. Yeah, again, I keep mentioning this, but some people need to be slapped through the internet for the way they fucking conduct themselves. Slapped in Minecraft. I'm so glad you're telling me I have to agree with whatever someone else says because of a singular trait we share. Yeah. That's a fucking retarded person right there, this evil toaster guy. And not because he has a mental disability. It's because he has the opinion that he has. Sure, using slurs is bad, but when did we decide that every stream needed to be a safe space for everyone? Some people don't want that on their shoulders. Some people stream for fun, and as long as they follow the TOS, then it doesn't matter to them what you think. Terrible news. Slurs are against TOS. Twitch's ability to enforce said TOS is still in question. And being a safe place for everyone is actually just the bare minimum of having a platform. No, it fucking isn't. It never worked that way. If you don't want that on your shoulders, you don't got to be a streamer. More accurately, a safe place for everyone who aren't actively harming other people. So being an unsafe place for bigots is also part of the bare minimum of holding a platform. I can't imagine being friends with a disabled person and going around supporting people who say ableist slurs. Very cool, Nyanners. I am sure Mouse loves that one of her closest friends is so casual about using language created to hurt people like her. Yeah, I'm sure that they have that sort of relationship that you think. I think Mousy would be fucking super offended by Nyanners defending Vei on her usage of the word. These people really like to insert themselves into fucking bullshit that they don't understand. I'm not sorry to say that if you follow and support Nyanners, Veibae or Silverware, you're not part of my community, again, which doesn't exist. If you see yourself blocked tomorrow, that's probably why. Here's this cunt. This one is especially terrible. And I do think it's one of the alts of this Ember fucking person that I had a run-in with. And I basically exposed them for being a hypocrite regarding like not safe work stuff in terms of like underage characters and shit. They were a food fetishist, and when that was exposed, they briefly decided to delete all of their fucking socials because they had to scrap all of that shit. And as they were doing that, I also learned that they fetishize actual children in fucking Nickelodeon fucking shows. You know, the ones with fucking that Schneider made that have all of these fucking food fetish things that involve children. And this fucking retard right here was promoting these shows and defending them for that particular part. So yeah, we're dealing with some kind of weird predator here that also likes to insert themselves into drama. All kinds of drama, all the fucking time. Not Veibae personally coming after my mood. Ivan Noire VT. You made getting exposed for the cunt you are, Veibae. Good, face the consequences of your words and actions, bitch. Use the R slur more than once and double down. You're getting what you deserve. Actual childish behavior, calling other people terminally online when she's hyper-fixated on her own trending tag to complain and her critics. Very adult thing to do. The fucking Has-Been Hotel profile picture is also pretty ironic considering the... Or was that hell of a boss? I forgot which one this was, but I know one of these shows has a character say retarded, so... If it's that show, it's a fucking ironic profile picture. Of course, Veibae is displaying childish behavior. She never matured past her teenage edgy phase, and she panders mostly to 4chan and Reddit losers. How can you say 4chan and Reddit losers in one breath when those places actively hate one another and they're like nothing alike? This really shows like no knowledge of internet culture. Just slinging fucking terms around you don't understand. Losers thinking she's so cool and edgy, saying that her streams are not safe space and they're never were and slings around slurs. You know what I've noticed? I haven't seen any of the big VTubers who are Veibae's friends call her out. They're staying silent, like just like they did when Turf Veil was getting called out. What was it the late George Carlin said? You are a knight in the big club. Wouldn't George Carlin also say that all of this is fucking retarded and this whole fucking offense is blown out of fucking proportion? So quoting George Carlin here in that particular situation, I think is just completely misunderstanding of what he stood for in his fucking comedy. But you know, what the fuck did these people know? That this Ember person is like 21 years old, so what the fuck do they know about George Carlin? There's been a few I've seen vaguely referring to and condemning the use of any slurs, which is a good sign. But so far, I've not seen any bigger people calling out Veibae directly. None of them are currently VTuber talents as far as I can see. Who's been calling it out? I've seen people like Redclaw and Crimbo. Yeah, a constant virtue signer, Redclaw, and the eternal fence tutor Crimbo, who is fucking afraid of his own shadow. So far admonishing people, so far using slurs or vaguely alluding to Veibae being the reason they're weighing in on all of my timeline. There's definitely some more, but their most recent peeps I saw cause Twitter too is borked. Veibae, saying your stream is not a safe space isn't the casual excuse to be bigoted asshole you think it is. It is your stream, yes. But you, just like anyone else in any social environment, have the responsibility to say heinous shit out of sheer lack of civility. Too long didn't read. Grow up, you fucking ass clown. You're not the main character just because you have an audience. Following up on my last tweet, my community streams, etc. are always a safe space for LGBTQIA plus and neurodivergent people. You are welcome, you are safe, you are loved, and you are accepted. Don't settle for an ableist edgelord. Love you all. Except you, Veibae, shakes my head. Again, people pre-debut, never streamed, never did anything, suddenly keep talking about having communities is never gonna get fucking old. The audacity of Veibae to go about how her content was never was a safe space. It's not about creating a safe space, it's about being a decent fucking human being who respects others. You guys can't really be surprised that Yanners is defending Veibae when she literally built her career off saying the N-word. I try not to name drop her as to avoid freaks, but I'm like, seriously? It's not like it's some big secret either. She said it is a VTuber as well. Also, she didn't. They just fucking edited her Moonman song onto one of her fucking streams, and I guess this person got confused by that. So good job falling for that one. Just broke a lot of mutuals. We were moots, and you see that we no longer are. I might be because you follow Silvervale, Yanners, and Veibae. We do not accept their actions in our communities. Very fucking Christian-like. So Veibae doubles down her usage of slurs while Third Veil defends her with an "I'm so offended" bit. Same grown-ass woman who cried about being called transphobic for playing a transphobic game. No, she fucking cried for getting harassed for having her friends fucking doxxed and also harassed. So no, she wasn't just crying because of the game itself. No. Vshoujo dodged the fucking bullet. Holy shit! Fuck these white ass allistics. And now they just got racist because why not? Like, I cannot stress enough how utterly spineless and dogshit you are. Holy fucking shit. How is she spineless for telling them to fuck off, though? You dedicate your career for making the lives of marginalized people worse on purpose, like a sad, pathetic troll. Pretty privilege is fucking real. It's fucking real, and you known. They wouldn't have jack shit left if they were small and weren't conventionally attractive. Now they're just fucking jealous. It sounds like they're jealous, at least. Your joke begins and ends with punching so far down, saying shocking things because you have nothing else. What a worthless existence you lead. Whoa, this is went far beyond my target audience, huh? Good, glad people know where I stand and what I tolerate. Those of you getting the hidden replies, get therapy. Those of you who aren't doing that, welcome. I would say I don't normally get this heated, but I'm currently on hiatus while I'm waiting to get new asset models in, but I will be back sooner than you think. And you think like to follow? I'd love to have you. Get some positivity out of this shit pile at least. Yeah, this is all a fucking cloud farm for them. Anyway, support and uplift neurodiverse peeps and content creators, be it me or the millions of us out there who are endlessly more creative and talented than the basic ass white girls who think comedy is shouting slurs for le epic trolling. Yeah, this is attention whoring. And they get worse than that. Silverveil didn't do shit, lol, it's a game. I don't watch her streams, nor am I a fan of her. But the harassment she got was undeserved, and this is coming from a trans girl. They won't pick you. Doesn't matter, validation means nothing to me. I'm sorry for you, okay. Funny how they're showing their true colors just from tweet to tweet. Racism, excluding people based on opinions. Like, nope, your identity is invalidated because you have different opinion. What a fucking scumbag. The shit hurt me more than anything else. Being an autistic VTuber who looked up to both of them, it just hurts to see this shit, honestly. I thought this community was better. Nyanes hurt for me. She was a partial inspiration for wanting to do this in the first place. And now? Well, we'll just have to show we're better than them, won't we? You're worth so much more than these douchebags. Oh, so very dramatic. Take a look at all these fucking hidden replies. K. False on both accounts, actually fascist. That is decidedly not how slurs work. Notice how the wider neurodivergent community sees the word. K. And more hidden replies. I've looked through all the hidden replies. And there's like at least 60 of them by my count. I'm not gonna be reading these hidden replies, but there's so fucking many of them. They went through like 60 different posts just to hide them because they aren't butt mad. I'm not showing all of them, but there's just so fucking many. There's so many hidden posts. There's even the One Piece, this real one. So many hidden posts. Okay, about the Veibae thing. As much as I am for free speech, people just got to learn the words hurt, no matter if you meant it well or not. I have a learning disability. I have been called all names under the sun through my life. It's no fun hearing that word. Repeated time and time again, it's perpetuating this mindset that people like me are less than. I really don't think Veibae thinks this, but I do believe that she had many others should stop and think about what words they say to do to other people. Grow some empathy. I really wish these people realize this is not about them and just fucking zeroed in on the context of how these words were actually said. But no. And that nuance is just dead. Fuck me. Also, someone who is getting tested for autism has been diagnosed with ADHD. Fuck you, Nyaners, Veibae, and Silver. You don't deserve a huge platform. For Nyaners and Veibae, being shitty is their platform. What shocks me more is seemingly people don't know or remember how much of a narcissistic, racist, anti-Semitic asshole Nyaners was prior becoming VTuber and joining VShoujo. It was all for clout and drama if you look at it at all. It absolutely was, and it shows how narcissistic they've become. They get out of VShoujo to be shitty with no consequences, but they don't realize that this will create gatekeeping within their audiences. At which point it'll bottleneck their growth, real short-sighted. I don't think that's gonna happen. They all have their big fucking communities, and you guys are such a fucking minority that you don't really fucking matter. It really won't affect them whatsoever. You guys overestimate how big your outrage is. No holding my horses. Nyaners has been doing this kind of shit for almost a decade by now. When all bridges in the cosplay community were burned, she took to VTubing. It wasn't part of the cosplay community, it was part of the voice acting community. Veibae thinks she's too hot to care. Silverveil literally threw her co-workers under the bus for a silly game. The fact that Veibae thinks it's a good idea to drop the R-bomb on stream is completely idiotic. Makes no sense why she even is like this. We are no longer living in the fucking early 2010s where you can randomly drop a slur for shits and giggles and get away with it. This just proves that there are so many idiots on the internet, so it's raising questions why people like this exist to begin with. I watched so many YouTubers in the past, they make edgy jokes, but the difference is that their jokes are actually funny. But Veibae isn't one of them. I literally saw a clip of her before this drama and immediately did not like her, and this situation now completely changed my whole perspective about her entirely. Just face it, Veibae, you're not funny, you're cringe! And using the excuse of your channel not being a safe space isn't going to help you. People don't give a shit how long you've been doing content, nor if your channel wasn't safe. People want an apology and explanation why you said the R word. Prostrate yourself, genuflect before the mob. Sometimes the options to make you famous or trending isn't necessarily the best thing to do. I say it's why I don't do them. I prefer to be good rather than famous because of a controversy drama. Insert hashtags because they want attention. A little remark: you misused this meme because the guy who gets thrown via the window is portrayed as the one with the good rational idea. Oh yeah, I forgot. Whatever. Point still stands. I got my attention. I don't want my attention. I want to be seen as a good person, but I don't want the attention. And here's more people responding to Veibae. The guy that once got into drama with me personally and faked being hacked, that someone deactivated his account, came back and said it was my quote-unquote fans that did that. So yeah, all of these people are recurring problem children as far as I'm concerned. If your space isn't safe for us, this space isn't safe for you. Get the hell out. Or do you feel so entitled that you don't feel you need to? Like you feel entitled to use the words that hurt others. Silvervale, censored name. Backing up Veibae doesn't shock me in the slightest. She takes any opportunity to back bigotry at this point. Nyanners though, that one shocked me and I am disgusted to see it. I mean, why? She has been sexist and racist in the past. And back when she was still a cosplayer, sending her simps to harass anyone who talked shit about her was literally Tuesday. I mean, she did cosplay a bit, but she was mainly in the fucking voice acting community. But so I guess these people knew her quite fucking late into her career, but then again, this is normal because I guess all of them are pretty fucking young. Man, Yana is every bit as mean, if not worse than Veibae. She just disguises it better. I get that people who knew her past were not surprised in the slightest, but there's also many of us that weren't aware of her past, and this was the first time seeing this sort of stuff from her. Veibae, you bitches be like Sanrio characters, but actual horrible human beings. I don't think Veibae is like a Sanrio character. I don't think she's one of those. There are plenty of VTuber bitches that are like Sanrio fans that even I covered, but Veibae is not one of these Sanrio bitches for sure. Get more people responding to Veibae. You are prolonging the relevancy of a word using to harass people and telling your entire community of people it's okay to because it doesn't affect them. God forbid a group of people who have been targeted by this word ask you not to encourage it. You don't have to be a safe space, but you're actively encouraging people to continue using the word, and they will do so in real world because people like you with the following made it seem like it's not a big deal. For sure, you don't have to be safe space, but you're actively breeding a hate speech group. Again, super dramatic and untrue. This guy is role-playing as Hulk, so I'm gonna read it as Hulk. Fair warning to followers, Veibae has decided that she's okay with being a problem instead of oops, goofed, or my bad, which is totally the normal response online, especially if you were born before the late 90s. It's just a full headlong of shit's head casing That's gonna end worse. And mind you, this guy composes all of his posts like an angry Hulk. I don't fucking understand this. Again, mental illness. And the fact that they have to talk about this in character is even more indicative of that. Hulk game critic. It's mental illness. Veibae and other VTuber fans are so fucking insufferable. Your 2D screen waifu isn't going to fuck you, dude. She said a slur that she can reclaim. Leave it at that. How do you know? Maybe Veibae is also retarded. How the fuck do you know that? I think Veibae is plenty non... plenty not... what did they say? Neurodivergent? That's the term they use, yeah. People have the right to be offended. Maybe hold your favorite CCs responsible instead of attacking everyone else. That would be the adult thing to do, I think. Saw a clip of Veibae using the R word at the end of their stream, and just think as a content creator, you should want people in your community to feel safe. You can be edgy without saying slurs. It comes off as incredibly cringy. Why say a slur knowing it's hurtful to people? Yeah, like when I heard people drop the N-word, I'm not offended in free speech and everything, but it's not really the vibe I'm staying / going to support / donate for. 2002, 4chan edginess died in 2010, guys. Hassan's theorem, excuse me, 4chan was made in 2005. These people don't know what they're talking about. Like 2002 was like the very beginnings of what one would call like mainstream internet culture, maybe even later than that. But yeah, this is just wrong. Now you can't, because you fucking people would just bitch and complain about something else what hurts your feeling. Though why I'm not surprised someone who steals other people's work has this opinion. My feelings aren't hurt, while your response comes with a lot of more emotion than mine. I'm criticizing, condemning somebody's behavior. What hurts your feelings? LOL, why are you coming at me like you're mad and your feelings are hurt? Uh-huh. Content creators should make sure everyone feels safe in the community. The R-word controversy, which shouldn't be a controversy, is making it very easy to drop people I'm following. Some people are really out here trying to justify, like, just don't be offended at insults directed at you, as if it's a legitimate advice. Hello? It's a very legitimate advice. I think you're just being childish. I'll be honest, I only cut the word from my vocabulary in the last 2-3 years, as I've learned more about rights and wrongs as I get older, and seriously so easy to just be like, okay, just don't use it anymore. At the very least, support those around you who care. I think these people are mistaking getting older and wiser with being manipulated. I don't think you grew more as an adult. I don't think you have your own agency. I think you might have been brainwashed. That's my take on that. Also, just no one gets it twisted. I'm saying it shouldn't be controversy because it's cut and dry. People are asking you not to use a word that has been historically weaponized against neurodivergent people, like myself. It's not that hard to change. Be open to it and be better. The be better people always have the worst fucking skeletons in their fucking closets. Be better. It's about a day I'm just soft blocking anyone still following Veibae. Sorry. Like, and what? Why would you announce your departure like that? Like you're at the fucking airport? Blocking Veibae for mental health. I'm actually so mad right now. I can't believe she thinks this is okay. So mad. It's so sad witnessing so many genuine people / artists struggle to build an audience, fans, livelihood, etc. Small VTubers overwork themselves so much and apologize for not providing enough. They can be so kind. Then you have Veibae with this giant fan base not giving any fucks. I'm so edgy. I thought we left this weird ass mentality back in 2010s. This is peak high school behavior. I want to act like you're built different, but use a word that directly hurts different people. Edgy is your only character trait. Find better shit. Again, all of this beginning with this tweet sounds like some sort of jealousy. And the rest feels a bit like projection at the same time. I'm going to put my sense into this whole Veibae debacle. While I personally suffer with mental handicap, as does my family, I find the word insulting. Yes, I've gotten used to it, but slur is a slur. Same as saying racist, homophobic, transphobic, and anti-Semitic, and gives you no excuse to use them because it's edgy. Your actions have consequences, and I hope someone at Mythic helps you learn this by giving you the Kanye treatment. Oh yeah, more deep platforming. And since we're speaking of Mythic, I've got a clip. I got a clip from Asmongold himself as he talks about the Veibae situation. So let's play that. Hold up.
Oh, the Vei drama?
Hold up.
There's Veibae drama? What did she do? Did they find out that she has a boyfriend? Oh. Man, I'm not surprised. Yeah, I bet they're upset about that. Jesus, what happened? It was nothing burger drama? Yeah, I mean, most drama... Like, streamer drama is either nothing burger drama or they rape somebody. But it's one or the other. There's like literally no in between. She said retard triggered Smite community? Oh, wow. Wow. Well, that'll do it. Oh, God. Okay, Throne Liberty Korean beta tomorrow. Thoughts? Yeah, I might be able to get into that. I'm not really sure yet. I don't know. There's just been a lot going on. And so, you know, we'll see what happens. Said retard as a joke. Twitter rage out, now attacking her in Silvervale.
Oh no, Asmund, you said retard 2 times. Twitter is gonna come after you.
Yeah, I love how, like, what's the logic in, like, oh, well, we're so inclusive that because you said retard, we're gonna tell you to kill yourself.
3 times.
I mean, really, here's the best way to deal with Twitter drama, okay? You just, if somebody says something rude to you, you just block them. Instantaneously. And if somebody else says something rude to you, you block them too. And really, it's like actually so easy to make it go away. Block works every time. It does. It is so crazy how easy it is. I mute them. Blocking them might make them feel good. Well, I don't want to have them have a platform on my content, you know. I don't want to have them be like, you know, those Donald Trump reply guys that have them on notifications and he like fucking tweets out some schizo shit at 3:30 in the morning and like, you know, half a dozen fucking middle-aged men get like a vibration and they're like, sorry honey, give me a minute. Yeah, you're a fucking failure to this country. You're a fucking loser. I'm never gonna vote for you. You're a fucking loser, fat orange piece of shit. Okay, all right, honey. Yeah, it's fine. No, Donald just tweeted something. It's fine. And that's it. So yeah, I feel like if you have this stuff, heard say this before, deja vu. Yeah, I think I probably have actually. I think that like if you ever have somebody who's mad about what you do on your stream, what you should do is just block them. That's Brian Cranstein. Yeah, I think I know who that is. I think I follow him on Twitter actually. I'm not sure. But Donald doesn't tweet. Yeah, it was back in the day. I don't remember. I mean, I follow a lot of people on Twitter. It's hard for me to keep track of everything.
But yeah, that's his opinion. He doesn't give 2 shits. So no, Mythic isn't gonna be doing anything about this. Even said retard 3 times in less than a minute. So kind of blow it out your ass, I guess. Nothing's gonna happen there. Music backs up. Back. Music's back. We're almost at the end of it. And then we just have a very entertaining them eating themselves. It is gonna be fun. At ATP, I'm convinced Veibae doesn't give a fuck about her fans. I think she gives a fuck about the people that give a fuck about her, not about anyone else. Giving scumbags the chance to get so famous while also hiding their whole identity behind the avatar was the worst mistake people ever did. I'm disgusted and disappointed, and only by her, but her friends as well. You're supposed to be an adult. Grow up and do better. All she said was retard. You're treating this like she shot someone. I'm not. I said she's a scumbag and I'm disappointed. Sorry to hurt your feelings. Sure, you definitely aren't considering how you tweeted this couple of days. She said it and said it was considered a slur by to another reply. Veibae is totally a whore, but at least finding something else she did to not like her. Starting this with "I love your art" as if it had anything to do with this. I don't give two shits if your friends don't get offended. It's a slur. I personally don't condone its use. You do you. You do it by creating useless drama to push yourself up, LMAO. I don't need to push myself up. I like where I stand already. I'm non-binary and neurodivergent, and I don't want you nor that kind of people in my community. So I'm making this clear. You're welcome to go take you and your slur-using friends elsewhere. Also, this Masamuno artist, she's been involved in the Hogwarts Legacy too. She was basically fully on the side of people going after others for just playing the game. So yeah, this is in character for them, and it sucks because their art is so good. So it's hard for me to see an artist with this much skill have a shitty personality like that. Kind of the same for me with Sarai though. We need to talk, not gonna lie, but as an autistic person, seeing all this stuff going out with Veibae is generally making me lose hope in the VTuber community. I literally saw some VTubers as a free space where I didn't have to worry about being judged and shit. What the fuck happened to that? I mean, I don't know what VTuber community you've seen, but they judgmental as fucking shit. They always been, especially fucking English-speaking ones. I mean, the fact that the fucking Arcelor has been debated on, seeing all the people I trusted suddenly being ableist, just gives me a feeling that I was never even welcome in this community to begin with. You all dodged on Vishojo, but they really dodged the bullet if they had to keep Miss Slurslinger on a tight leash, so they didn't fucking say or any of this and not make their company look like shit. Should have got them out sooner. Will not lie. Wait, who are we talking about? Veibae, Silvervale's friend who recently said the R word multiple times on stream after they went indie. About Veibae, I just want to ask, what's the point of spending so much money on an impressive VTuber model just to spew filth out of its mouth? No model, no matter how cute or pretty, will mask an ugly personality. That's true, but you guys are still butthurt. Sorry, Jama mentioned. I'm just very confused about this behavior, lol. VTuber community reminder: Veibae debut outfit and Arcelor usage against TOS on Twitch, so be sure to give a nice report for violating TOS. Yeah, they just want to fucking deplatform her. And you know this mark right here, Henya's mark. Take that shit off. I'm new to the whole content creation thing, but one thing I will absolutely fucking literally never do is use slurs or dehumanizing language. Toxic cancel culture is one thing, but when somebody like Veibae is a repeat offender, it leads to one conclusion: fuck her. And here's one more person to end this responding to her. Damn man, I was hoping it was a maturity/empathy for other humans that was holding you back from slinging slurs. Not just the company. And we did it. We went through all of the ones that I've selected for this. Mind you, there's thousands of them still out there, and they're equally as stupid as what you've seen here. There's so many arguments that repeat themselves, and it's just the usual annoying shit. But we have one more thing. We have a section in which they eat one another. This one is pretty short though, so you won't have to be sitting here for hours anymore. I watched Veibae's debut today and I generally just want to know what people's opinions are on calling people retards. Stop secretly quote retweeting, show me your opinions. Bro, why are you asking for opinions if you're not even going to respond to them? Because I can read and process information without needing to respond to every comment. That's fair, but you only really responded to people asking for context, not people who were expressing their hurt. I don't mean to be a dick, but it's kind of weird to ask an opinion and get told what happened wasn't cool and go read your silent afterwards. Well, that's disappointing. Did you get blocked or? No, I didn't block them, even though they like to make hurtful assumptions. As if the post wasn't clear by trying to elicit a certain reaction for engagements. Be for fucking real. Oh gee, I wonder why they're blocking you for asking a question like this so earnestly. What do people think about using slurs? Teehee, it's okay, I laugh as a quirky anime girl. Your opinion. How is it secret if you know about it? If possible, please write it as our slur. These people are so sensitive, they can't even look at the word. It needs to be abbreviated for them, because otherwise they lose their shit. Probably for using the actual word, most people know what do you mean when you say our word for future. I suggest using that. What's the context? No context makes it acceptable, huh? Not what I'm saying at all. Understood. Typically I use what happened. I'm trying to get more info, but what's the context? Used far too many times as looking for things to excuse an interaction or play devil's advocate. You really realize now how my 2-second text could have been read like this. But no, this wasn't where I was going with this at all. I'm too scared by bigots on Twitter. That's why you fucking engage yourself in drama all the time, Marina, because you're scared of fucking bigots, right? But yeah, you just don't want people to misunderstand what your intentions are. They're so fucking aggressive, they keep attacking one another. They're so fucking bad. The good guys. Powder, you really didn't have to use the word too. I think that at this point we should realize, if they know it's a slur, then maybe they shouldn't say it. But if they don't care, say it then. It's just showing their true colors. Adding to that, Pressy don't care if people use it if they're mentally disabled too. And it's in private, but if someone isn't and they're using it to try and be funny, or referring to someone as it, no, I wouldn't let that slide. Here's Azahara again. I use it all the time, and I know others that also use it. I hate when people censor themselves to not be offensive, but maybe it's because I'm ESL and older. This you, bro? And here's Azahara just confirming what he already said. Oh, sir, I would like to apologize to you for not seeing this word, my lord. Most high with moral compasses that exceeds the many. Let me roll a red carpet for you, sir good person, man, for being a politically correct hero among us wretches. Your good squire dismissed. Was this supposed to be a gotcha? I don't get it. I say I don't have a problem with the word, and then I frequently use it. Brainlet goes into my profile to look for me using it and finds it. This is just show people that come through to never associate you a warning more than a gotcha. I swear this froggy Greg guy is another one of these fucking trolls, because why would he even put fucking Pikami symbols, I mean Henya's symbol in there? This must be one of these people just fucking around with others. This reads like one of those busybody kids in 3rd grade that snitch on the other kids. Anyone that follows me probably does so because they already know what I tweet. Thanks for the free promo, I guess. If you consider hate-free promo, I guess, then good for you. You might be new to Twitter, VTuber drama. You are siding with people that are attacking Chubas you like. Quite ironic to see some of the same people mad at Veibae that are also the same people that harassed Pikami and Silvervale. Two most vanilla and controversial streamers over a wizard game. Even more ironic is that they even attacking OP for asking a question. It's all a bunch of clout chasers looking for attention, trying to drag other people down, and somehow those actions are better or more justified than someone saying retards. This is 2023, not 1999. I don't think it's socially publicly acceptable to continue using it, and even if you use it, if a lot of us grew up with it, I blacklisted Lumi Kaneko for some reason. Lumi mentioned. That calls for a celebration. Let me take a sippy. Okay, I'm good. All of her clip videos open with it's Lumi, your favorite tard. It's just tone left. Powder, this ain't it, honey. You should not be using that word. You know better than this. I'm ASD level 1 and my family used it a lot. Still do, unfortunately, but in the big internet community, people have made it very clear they don't like it, and it's hurtful. I think the most important thing is to listen to people who say it hurts them to hear it. Or you know, just ignore them and move on with your life. Don't let people control how you use your own fucking language. It's 2023 and I shouldn't even be debating this, to be honest, but of course the internet harbors the most out-of-touch people on the planet, so what can we do, LMAO? Says the pro-Russian commie, LMFAO. Yeah, Fukutachi Mana is a proud, unironic fucking communist. She also frequently calls for fucking violence against people. The fact that she hasn't been kicked off of Twitter because of these is fucking weird to me. I fucking hate commies. This is like one of the groups that I'm very confident in hating, and whenever I see her, my blood just boils because she always has this ignorant fucking girl boss attitude to her when she's not fucking calling for people to get hurt because of differing fucking political opinions. She would be hanged on Twitter if they found out she's fucking pro-Russian. She keeps that to her fucking Discord, but if she started talking about her true feelings on Twitter, she would get fucking eviscerated immediately. Can popular VTubers stop being disappointing for 5 minutes? Those 3 left V-Charger just so they could say more slurs and she really didn't have to join them for no reason. Just want to enjoy my stream, it's like, come on. I'm not offended, people. What the fuck do you want? A metal? It's metal. It's offensive point blank. There's so many other actual funny things to say. A whole slur isn't one of them. Shit like this honestly kind of shows who you really are and makes people not want to be a fan anymore. It's not cute, it's not funny. Metal, you all piss me off for real. This tweet single-handedly created a space for basically to be for people to be ableist and harass others. Should never been made. Basically handed the microphone to every awful person out there. Didn't bother to censor the word. I wish I realized how harmful this tweet was from the start. These people are so fragile, man. I don't know how they exist offline if this is how they behave online. And what made you think this was okay for you to say it? You almost have 20k and you know it's harmful word to use, yet you still use it. For fuck's sake, why can't you go a day without seeing someone use this slur? As an autistic person, seeing this shit really drives me insane. Stop using someone else's shit takes to drive up your engagement. You know, using the word itself would give you numbers and it's gross. Do better. They're just fucking eating one another. This one I really like. Fucking Donnie trolling them. So many autistic people in quote retweets. I thought only 1% of human population are autistic. I fucking love Donnie. He always fucking trolls these people. Do you want to see my diagnosis paper? I don't think anyone needs to make prove themselves about their neurodivergency, but I would. Just to make people like you look stupid. Why are you so mean? Literally just talking about the word, didn't use it in a derogatory way. You have no right to give this person shit for it. I'm one of the people the word applies to, and it's hurtful seeing it, so I think I have a right to give anyone shit that uses it. Just censor it, plain and simple. Having it used against you is one thing, but if you get super mad just seeing the word, get over it. Don't lose my shit when I see people talk about slurs that have been used against me either. It's not directed at you, so no need to get offended. No, because, you know, if you're already offended, why not get full offended? If you go retard, why not get full retard? You couldn't have just used the R word. You had to spell it out, huh? It's a slur. Takes 2 seconds of Google to learn this. Now I got this one's fucking funny as fuck. Now I got to throw out my Veibae shirt. Never buying VTuber merch again. You'll don't know how to act. I would say just dye the shirt and make it into something else. I don't know if there's designs or whatever on it, but I'm sure there's a way to remove it and make it your own. I don't think I can just dye it over this, unfortunately. Oh no, dude. Burn it! Burn it like that one girl that I pointed out her Nekopara merch to. She was like anti-lolicon, and I explained to her that, you know, Sayori, the fucking creator of Nekopara, drew loli before and is a lolicon herself. And the bitch actually went and burned her Nekopara merchandise and then posted it on Twitter. It was funny. You guys can go look it up. It's right there. I hope this person burns his shirt for everyone's amusement. How the fuck do you manage this type of to type this whole tweet and not once think maybe I shouldn't say a slur? Come on now, we're not 2 years old. We all know why this is wrong. Anyone pretending that they don't is just being willfully ignorant. Also, teehee, I think I'm being cute by using the word in full reference to the event. And that's it. We went through all of it. At least the things that I've selected. And as you see there, they're exceptional. They're the definition of the word. They're incredibly dumb. They're vindicative. They're unreasonable. They don't know what they themselves want. They go after one another for stepping out of line and even wanting to talk about the word. It's a cult. Like, what else would I describe it as? It's a fucking cult. It's so funny, but yeah, I see people asking for the Nekopara stuff. So let me get it up for you, and then we can end the stream because this annoyance has gone long enough. Let me try to find it because this was a while ago. Looking for it. Yeah, there it is. Hold on, linking it. There it is. Enjoy that. It's funny as fuck. Yeah, that's the tweet. It's so fucking funny there. She just put the fucking Nekopara poster burning as her profile picture on I mean as her banner on Twitter. I wonder if she's still around. She messaged me via DMs to kill myself too. I wonder if she's still around. That woman is still so fucking unhinged. Oh yeah, she is, and she even got Twitter blue. And of course it's one of these as the meme describes them. You bitches be like Saniro products, and then you're awful human beings. And now she has Saniro products on her banner. I wonder if she still streams. Looking it up, if she actually does stream. Yeah, streams Valorant to fucking nobody. All right, it went as well for her as I fucking expected. But that's how mud cunts are on fucking on Twitter. But yeah, that's part of the controversy. A small part of it. The stream could have been 8 hours long if I wanted it to make it so, because again, thousands of tweets to be included there. What a funny thing to think about. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this terrible fucking stream. I don't know what the next one is gonna be. We'll see. I have things to do right now. I have more time to stream though, but I don't know what I could actually stream about. Would be kind of boring to have a stream about nothing. There always needs to be some kind of topic. Otherwise, it's just a waste of everybody's time. But yeah, let me catch up to the chat just for a few seconds, see what people were talking about, and then we can end. George Carlin also said they want to control language to control thoughts. Yeah, and that's the same thing that they're doing. George was talking about the government, but expanded word police further. And yeah, it is what these people are doing on Twitter right now. I think the word was being used all the time a few years ago and nobody cared. Yeah, nobody cared during my time as well. And again, you do have to consider that this is fucking a very loud Twitter minority. You go offline and you do your regular shit. You'll find the word retard or retarded used all the fucking time. And then I made a tweet about this, saying that if you just look up in the search results retard on Twitter, you'll find that the word retard is used for exceptionally dumb, like like at least, you know, 2 to 4 times every minute on Twitter. So, you know, them belly aching about the word retard does virtually nothing. It's gonna be used the way it's used anyway. So again, they can keep crying about it. They can keep crying and nothing's gonna change. I read a comment that claimed it worked on a 20-hour fanart and dropped it because of this LMAO. Yeah, poor people dropping their fanart because they learned something terrible about their favorite VTubers. Edginess is alive and well in 4chan at this very moment. Yes, it is, but even 4chan has its own censoring. There's still some things you can't say on there. If the Jennies and if some moderators are up there, you will get banned. So again, even 4chan isn't this bastion of free speech. You can say your slurs for the most part, but sometimes you will get banned anyway. Not even for trolling, just for saying the wrong thing or posting the wrong thing. And I don't mean illegal things per se. Just having a wrong opinion about something in a particular thread might get you fucking banned on 4chan. It happens. Just 10 to 15 years ago, people could say anything as long as there was no malicious intentions. Nowadays, people are absolute snowflakes. Get offended for smallest things to get some clout. Yeah, they do. A lot of this offense isn't even real, as you mentioned. It's all to get attention, and then they think they can farm this attention for some monetary gain or for some, popularity gain. Usually doesn't work out because people aren't gonna follow you for outrage, especially if you're a VTuber. They will want some content. This will never translate properly into a stable viewership or anything like that. The the transference of that just doesn't exist for the most part. But yeah, that's everything for today. Kuri, don't know if it was you or no Usagi, but is there anything planned for the fish? You mean Finana? I don't have anything planned for Finana because that's there's a bit too many rats there, and I don't think a Finana stream would be fun to talk about. I mean, there are some things to follow up upon, but for a whole stream, I don't think that's necessary. Unless she does something stupid, as she's been doing some time ago, then I might consider it. But we'll see. I have things I need to think about, like what to stream next. Continue the donation drive, so I can maybe go to EX, see what can be done about that. But yeah, for now I'll sign off because it's been long enough. It's been almost 3 hours. So you guys make sure to take care of yourself. Make sure to stay hydrated because that's what you need to stay alive. And stay off Twitter because it's retarded out there. If you're on Twitter, just browse the porn because that's the good thing there. And I'll see you guys, I don't know where. And I don't know what the topic is gonna be then. But thanks for coming. Thanks for sticking around. I'll play you off with something good, hopefully. And see you later.